I am here at Empire Outdoor Solutions in Noblesville, Indiana, and we are shooting episode 7 of Building the American Dream. So I am here with Michael Podjalinski, the owner of Empire Outdoor Solutions, and we are going to get to know him a little bit more, and let's jump into it. One of the biggest questions that I always ask is, why did you decide to take this journey and start Empire?
And ultimately, I started Empire because of my father, Eric Podjalinski. And back when I was in high school, I worked at the local youth baseball fields, where I started at...
in Noblesville? Or?
In Noblesville. Started umpiring there, then kind of transitioned to the field crew and field maintenance side of things, and then eventually got into the running youth baseball tournaments, which was very cool.
Oh, wow.
I graduated high school, and my father kind of insisted that I start my own company. And at the time, I didn't really think I was ready for that or really wanted to pursue that route, but rather see if the baseball venture, if something could pan out there. Mm-hmm. And so kind of held off then, and then in May of 2019, my father passed away, unfortunately. Oh. And I mean, that was really tough on me. I mean, my father was one who was friends with everybody. He was obviously my best friend. He was my mentor. And he was the guy that I could call 4 times a day, wow. Just to talk. Yeah. And what he was good at the most was he was good at problem solving, mm-hmm. and fixing things. Mm-hmm. I mean, there wasn't a thing around the house growing up that he wouldn't tackle on, and he definitely gave that to me as well. What he was the best at, mm-hmm. was just figuring it out in life, no matter what it was, and he figured it out every single time. Fast forward 5 months, that was kind of my calling, and I decided that I was going to start Empire Outdoor Solutions. And when I first started, I wasn't really sure what services I was going to offer, mm-hmm. But I knew I kind of wanted to be in the doing lawn applications, and then also offering irrigation maintenance.
So are those the 2 main services that you guys offer?
Yeah, so in addition to that, and starting in October, mm-hmm. what I quickly learned was that customers, they already had contracts locked in with other companies, mm-hmm. For the year. So I was having a really difficult time gaining traction when I first started. So I thought of another service that I could offer is holiday lighting, mm-hmm. professional holiday lights. Little did I know what it would be today, which is about 45% of our business.
Oh, is holiday lighting?
Is holiday lighting.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's a very niche service that we offer. We offer installation of the lights, we take them down, and we store them every year. Yeah. And every year we've gotten bigger and bigger and bigger.
So irrigation, lawn service, fertilization, do you do aeration and things like that as well?
Yeah, so we also do aeration and overseeding. Okay. But we stick corely on those 3 services. With those lawn treatments, mm-hmm. we offer 6 applications a year. Okay. What kind of sets us different is that we have an approach that our program tries to cover everything. A lot of other companies, it's kind of an a la carte service, so to say, mm-hmm. of selective weed control or fertilizer-based, mm-hmm. programs. And so, we try to bring it all into one. Okay. Program. You said you started in 2019. Mm-hmm. What are some of the biggest surprises or struggles that you run across as a small business owner? So I would definitely say when I first started, the biggest problem that I had was really just knowing how to operate a business. Yeah. I was 18 at the time. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was a total shell shock. And it wasn't so much about actually delivering the service to the client, mm-hmm. Or performing the service, but rather all of the behind the scenes, scheduling jobs, giving estimates, collecting payments. Yeah. I mean, those were all things that certainly I learned, or I leaned heavily on my mentors. Mm-hmm. Ultimately, what it was me just figuring it out. Yeah. And it certainly didn't come without its trial and error and sure. struggles, but I would say starting out, that was probably my biggest issue of just learning everything that goes on within running a business.
Well, I think that's pretty normal when you deal with small business owners. They have a dream, they have a passion for a business, and yours was, fertilization and sure. irrigation and that. But I think that that's what a lot of people do. They start a business because they have a passion or a dream about it, and then they try to figure the business out as they go.
Right.
It's always amazing to think of how much you've learned over the last 7 years. Is there any specific things that if you had to do it over again, that how much better you would be the second time around, just knowing what you know now?
Yeah, I mean, certainly. You know, it took a while for me to finally hire my first employee, and it was kind of more of just being able to let things go, trying to wear every single hat. I mean, it's what I quickly learned is I tired myself out early. But you know, I think once I kind of learned that, you know, I took it to the next level.
Yeah.
If I had to do it all over again, I would have gotten help a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
And not
tried to do everything yourself.
And not tried to do everything myself. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the significance behind the name of Empire Outdoor Solutions?
So Empire is kind of a fascinating story. So shout out to my aunt who kind of helped me with the name. I wanted it to kind of be named after my father in a certain way, and as you can tell, the EMP kind of stand out from the rest in our logo. And so the E actually stands for my father, Eric. M is for Michael, my name, and then P is Podjolinski, our last name.
Okay.
So it's kind of just a way of having him with me every day, you know, when I wear the uniform.
Honoring him and carrying on the legacy. So, and especially it sounds like he had a strong push for you that he really wanted you to own your own business. So you're kind of living out his dreams with that as well. So is there any tips or advice or anything that you would give to somebody listening that's maybe already owning a business or looking to start one?
Sure. I would certainly say that networking is a huge advantage in growing your network, communicating with others in the industry and creating relationships, whether it be your competition or suppliers or whatever it may be. You know, having that support system, I think is very important. And you know, me as a small business owner, when I first started, I was pleasantly surprised at how many other business owners in the exact same field that offer the same services we do were willing to help and share advice. It's a huge resource to have. With that, I would also say work ethic. You know, you've got to be willing to work hard and work smart too. And you know, never give up and always keep pushing. And if you tend to do those things, things tend to pan out over time.
Yeah, as people get years into business, they sometimes forget that, and they get caught in the hustle bustle of just the business and the day-to-day and the grind. So yeah, that's fantastic. Probably one of my favorite questions that I ask people, and there's all different answers for it. Has God played any role in your life, whether it's your personal life or your business life?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And especially, you know, after my father passed away, you know, that was a dark time. Overall, you know, God has certainly blessed me, you know, with a wonderful business, and you know, He's there when you need Him. And you know, I think overall, you know, I'm certainly thankful for all the blessings that He's, you know, bestowed on me.
Yeah, and I think even in other videos I mentioned this, but you know, small business owners I think and business owners in general, I don't care if it's small or big, they have a tendency to kind of wear everything on their shoulders, and we're not really designed to handle everything on our own. We need to have something like God to give it to, and to realize He put us here. I mean, Michael, He gave you the opportunity to do this back in 2019. You're carrying on the legacy, and it's just fantastic to see. And I can't tell you from one small business owner to another how proud I am of you, what you've built here, and the reputation that you've built. And I was fortunate enough to meet a few of your guys this morning as well, and just really proud of you. And
I appreciate it.
Just continue to do what you do, and I really appreciate you inviting me in today and having the opportunity to do this.
Not a problem.
So, it's great to meet you.
Thank you.
And I appreciate it very much. So if you are in the Indianapolis, northern Indianapolis, Noblesville area, and you're looking for irrigation, you're looking for lawn fertilization, obviously the outdoor lighting when it comes Christmas and the holiday season, make sure you look up Empire Outdoor Solutions. What a great company, great story. And this is episode 7 of Building the American Dream.